What's going on, people? Welcome to United View. Welcome to the preview and press conference reaction, pretty much all in one, all wrapped up in one for our game at the Vitality tomorrow night, 5:30 against Bournemouth. Manchester United taking a trip down to the South Coast to try and put some points on the board, try and get a win, because the last three games we haven't won, and they've been an absolute emotional roller coaster with 2 draws and a loss. 1 point out of 9. When we were
It
in
could have
position
been
to get
9.
all 9. Could
Yeah.
have been 9, but it's gone. Do you dare to look at the rest of the table above and see what's going on? No, I'm actually looking below us. Actually, like Owen said, Newcastle play Spurs at 12:30. If they win that and we don't win, we're in trouble. We're going to start seeing some changes of the guard, and we're going to get down even lower. Chelsea play Monday night. Who knows? If we don't win again and Chelsea win, again, we go even lower. So now it's about looking down, not even looking up. Really,
I don't
Owen,
even
isn't
look
it?
at anyone anymore.
No,
I don't
no,
even know if there's any point looking at anyone. Above
no.
us, below us, who knows? Because
Just look at
we've got to
yourselves.
focus on ourselves, and who knows what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Who knows? I just saw the Bournemouth manager got manager of the month, I believe, as well for March. So they're coming into it, not doing too badly. Eric Ten Hag, he's been chatting in his press conference at the time recording this, just finished up a few moments ago at Carrington. Some fitness updates, some questions about John Murto as well. A bit of a rationale, interestingly, Flex, for our defeat against Bournemouth earlier on the season. Because, of course, I mean, it's one of the most devastating defeats we've had.
It's awful.
I mean, it's a real low point, wasn't it? The 3-0 defeat could have been 5. Had the ball in the net like 5 times at home against Bournemouth. When asked about that, he said, quote, "It was after a very good performance against Chelsea in the week. We were mentally not ready for that game. They battled us and we lost the battles. Tomorrow will not be different. That is the way they want to play. They want to fight with you. So you go into that fight, have the conviction, the belief, and you need to support each other to win battles, to outplay them, outrun them, and defending to match the runs." So he says, we were not mentally ready for that game at Old Trafford. And the problem is well, I hope
Are we
we're
mentally ready now?
Yeah, yeah, I very much hope so. A couple of bits of team news as well regarding McTominay and Rashford. Of course, we know that Varane and Johnny Evans, they're both out. But he was asked if McTominay and Rashford would be back. Of course, McTominay went off against Chelsea or hurt himself against Chelsea. Ten Hag said, "Scott, I don't think so. We have training today. So we have a day he will push. He is very keen to be part of it tomorrow. So it's very questionable." And then Rashi trained yesterday. So how he recovered from it today. We have another training today and we'll make a decision on it. So Rashford.
So he might actually be in.
Right. Rashford could be involved. McTominay, I would probably suggest not. No. But Rashford, you never know.
I'm still probably trying to mix it up, to be honest. There's not anything what Rashford's done recently where it's like, oh no, we've got to hurry up and get him fit. So he played, he was on the bench against Chelsea and we played well. The player who came in for him in Anthony played well. And he probably was unlucky not to start the next game against Liverpool, to be honest, is what we thought. Rashford come on and started in that game and did okay, but not his best. So if we have to freshen things up because Rashford's touch and go, it's not the worst. Put Garnacho on the left, Anthony on the right. Keep Rasmus Højlund through the middle. Rasmus Højlund needs some service. He needs to get involved in a few games now. He's the last 3 games now. I mean, he came back against Liverpool in the FA Cup. You give him that one. Then against Brentford, Chelsea, and Liverpool again, he's not really got involved, has he?
No.
So I want him to be at it and get some service. But yeah, look, Ten Hag saying about we wasn't ready for the last time and they want to battle with you and that won't change. Look, Bournemouth at home, it's a tough game. It's tough game. Should I say Bournemouth away? Should I say is a tough game? But them playing at home, they're confident. They do well at the Vitality. Small little tight ground. I've been there many times. It's a really great place to go and watch football, actually, because it's so small, it's so tight. You're basically on the pitch when you're in the stands. It's amazing to go there. Such a small away allocation as well because the stadium's so small. But it really is like a throwback. It really is when you go back and play there because it's such a small ground. And I said the manager's got manager of the month. People like Antoine Semenyo, you know what they're all about. You know what Dominic Solanke's been on all season. We've seen it in the first game when we played against them as well. So we don't need to talk about the threats that Bournemouth have, and testament to them, little old Bournemouth in inverted brackets. Sorry, it's like no, they're a decent Premier League outfit, mate. Especially this year. So it's not going to be easy. And you couple that with who knows what we're going to do. Who
I
knows?
know.
Who
That's what
knows?
I'm dreading. I'm dreading, I'm dreading the sirens,
Oh, dreading the
obviously.
sirens, mate. Yeah. The sirens are siren. I tell you what, they've thought about it and they've gone, I tell you what, about to play Bournemouth. Man United are in trouble. They're in trouble.
That's what it is. I mean, but I'm dreading whenever we get to the prediction part of these previews, Flex. I don't know. And it's not even sitting on the fence anymore. It's really not. It's just, I don't know. I have no idea what Manchester United to expect. Could we go to the Vitality? Well, of course we can. Man United. And if we do, would you be shocked? No. If we go there and we lose, would you be shocked? No. If you go there and it's a draw, would you be shocked? No. Like, we don't know. I don't know what's going to happen minute to minute, let alone for the entire 90 or the entire game. So, yeah, it's very interesting. I mean, you mentioned Rashford, whether or not he's going to be available. I do think I don't know what you think, but when he went off against Liverpool and Garnacho moved out to the left, I thought we looked way more dangerous. Like, there's something about
Instantly,
Garnacho.
yeah.
Like, I know that maybe with him, sometimes he can try and take a player on and he doesn't go past or what have you, but he's always dangerous, isn't he? You pick up the ball, he does get you off your seat. You go, go on, he's going to try and have a go.
Because he takes people on, he just goes straight at the man.
He's going to try and go past him. He's going to try and do something, and I like that because Marcus Rashford, it's overly predictable, isn't it? It's going to pick up the ball. It's almost Anthony-esque sometimes as well. I'm going to cut inside. I'm going to keep cutting inside. I'm going to, then if I do lose it, I'm going to sort of throw my hands and be a bit, frustrated and then kind of walk around a bit. But I'd like the front three tomorrow to be Garnacho, Anthony, and Højlund up front. I mean, you mentioned Højlund there. This is why it was so unfortunate he got injured when he did, wasn't it? Because one, he was in that incredible form and he was never going to be able to keep that.
No.
But it just feels like because he had that couple of weeks out, it's almost like he started literally all over again.
Yeah,
and it's very concerning. As far as obviously the summer, in the summer, we're going to probably be looking at a Højlund addition, someone to help support Rasmus Højlund up front. And whoever's going to be in charge of that is not going to be John Murtough. And Erik ten Hag was asked in the press conference about his departure. And Ten Hag said, quote, "You mentioned something there for the new season. I think it's very important that the new ownership is working on this. They have to replace his function to go into a new season. For the moment, of course, I miss his support, the surround support. You missed that, but he moved on. He has made choices. We worked very good together. I say thank you to John and wish him all the best in the future." Now, he was also asked if Murtough's exit was going to affect his sort of future at United, his plans at Manchester United. And he said, "No, for me, as I said previously, I work with the new ownership very good, closely together. It will not change. It doesn't have any impact or an impact on the way I work here. The conditions were perfect. They still are perfect. I'm happy with that, but we want to set the right conditions to be successful." So he very much stressed that, you need to get someone in because you're going to need support. But I'm working with the new ownership. We have very good relationships, very good conversations. So things are still fine. I mean, I think it kind of gets lost, doesn't it, this week with John Murtough's exit? That's a big deal. Like,
massive.
Football director's gone.
Yeah, it's a big change.
Deal.
Yeah. And of course, I think he's answered that in the way that, how can he answer it? Yeah. Oh, fucking glad he's gone. Jesus. Yeah. Now we can get to work. No, not going to say that, is he? And he is going to sort of give him a little big up and say, yeah, of course, I miss him. We worked well together, but he's moved on now. And it's important that the new ownership, replace him and this, that, and the other. It doesn't affect, my job here, or it doesn't affect how he has to, like we said many, many times, business as usual. Yes, of course, behind the scenes, it will mean, in the interim, it will change the dynamics of things. Of course it does. He's one of the guys who's been there for 11 years, isn't there anymore. But we're not going to find that out in the press conference, nor should we, by the way. It should business as usual. We're playing Bournemouth. I'm not going to pour my heart out to you like, oh, yeah, this is so much uncertainty. I mean, I hope they get this. Is it Jason? Jason Wilcox? I hope they get him in quick. I heard he's gone to see Amanda as well. Is he gone? Yeah, he's told me about that. That's not for a press conference. You know what I mean? It's never going to happen. So, yeah, he's answered that pretty well, the way I expect him to be honest with you. What more can he say?
Yeah, exactly. A couple of things he did sort of bring up as well was mainly to the defense. And I was giving my question to you is, what defense do you think he plays tomorrow? I suppose he has a little jive here. And I suppose in essence, it does kind of pick itself because there's nobody to
Yes.
pick, really. But he was asked about the back four changing so many times this season, and he said it's very difficult to keep changing the back four. So everyone who has a little bit of knowledge about football, they know it will affect your results and performances. Back four is always the foundation to get results. We didn't have that, but we still have to win. We know that. So then others have to take responsibility. When you oversee, then you know it has a negative impact. So, like you say, a swipe, to say the least, at the critics. We're going, if you know anything about football, if you have to change,
like, are you not stupid? Yeah. Like, you write about football. What, have you not got a clue? If you know just one little bit about football,
just a little bit.
If I didn't have my back four for pretty much all season, I've had to change it the most times out of everyone in the league. I've had like 20. What was that stat the other day? I had like 25 different changes or something. Isn't it? Yeah, combinations or something like that. If you've had to do that, then obviously it's going to affect results. Obviously, it's going to affect performances. Still have to win, though. Still have to win.
Because he's already preparing for the next one. So you're saying that that's an excuse not to win. Still have to win, obviously. Man United.
He's having a jibe, and we know that Eric's been frustrated at that, and he has always spoken about that. As to have a lot of people who are in support and who are patient of, listen, we have not had our players this year. Yeah. We have not had our players. So, and we were a new team still in the second year of its infancy trying to kick on. And we couldn't even take the next step because we didn't have our players. Some people push back and say that's nonsense and find a way. I'm just saying there's a large portion of people, including Eric, who is also saying, of course, it's going to affect performances. Of course, it's going to affect our results. Even though we know we're at Man United, even though we know we have to win every game, and the way that we've thrown away some games has been, listen, we've been coached enough to win the game, and then we've thrown it away by mentality. So, yeah, I think he's had a little jibe there. He does that quite a bit.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and look, it is true. Like we said, the back four, tomorrow it'll pick itself. It's going to be Dalot, it's going to be Maguire, it's going to be Kambwala, and it's going to be Wan-Bissaka. That's going.
The only thing that could change is maybe Bissaka and Dalot. Like sometimes,
they might switch over. But I mean, but those four, that's going to be the back four tomorrow.
Back four.
That is it.
And if somebody gets injured
through absence,
pulls up, if someone pulls up during the game, I'll tell you what, one of them young kids,
Harry Amos,
if he's on the bench, there was another kid right back, Adieli, can't remember his name. I think he's right back. One of them kids might have to come on.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no McTominay who could I'll go play centre back.
Well, or
Casemiro's there, maybe.
Well, if it's a fullback, that's when you get into the territory of going, right, you get in territory of Sofian Amrabat again, don't you? Getting Tim having to go fullback again. That's what it'll probably be. If it was Dalot that got injured, it'd be Wan-Bissaka, right? You're definitely right back. Amrabat, you're left back. If it's Wan-Bissaka that gets injured, it's like, right, Sofian, you're going straight to left back. Like that. And it's crazy that we did that earlier on the season. We were like, it's just because it's disaster. We've got 3 left backs under contract. They're all injured. We're in the same position now. We got 2 left backs under contract. They're all injured. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It's mental. We can't have another season like that at all. Can't do anything like that. Not getting your first team people available. Predictions.
Who knows? I mean, genuinely, who knows? I'll always go with United win, of course.
Yeah.
I'll go with a 2-1. And I know people say, you always say 2-1, but when have we comfortably won a game anyway? It's always like, if we win, it's 2-1, it's 3-2, it's 4-3. Like that's what it is, So 2-1 I'm going with.
I went with how we won it last year, 1-0, maybe an early goal, or just 1-0 and then very uncomfortable after that. Not great to watch, but with how Bournemouth are playing and how we defend, Solanke / Semenyo / Kluivert's come to the party now. Yeah, Tavernier's got a great delivery, can get at people. I could see them scoring probably. So maybe I'd adjust that 1-0 and match your 2-1.
Yeah,
but
that's where we're at the moment, isn't it?
Just don't know. Yeah. There you go, guys. Let us know what you think. What is your predictions? What is your predicted lineup as well? What starting 11 would you play, considering we know what the back four is going to be, but going into midfield and up front, what would you do? Get your comments in the boxes below. We'll see you later on the Trinity, repowered by Dangor, later on today, 6 p.m. In the lead up into match day tomorrow. Take care, guys. See you soon. Peace.